And yes, so hello and welcome to another edition of Sports Update Ghana. My name is Joseph Adamafio, and coming up in this edition, we have a lot of updates to talk about. The departure of Black Queens coach, that is Nora Huptel. We also have updates on Mohamed Kudus to Arsenal, as well as Jordan Ayew's return after serving the suspension, and we also have updates on Ghana's right back, that is Tariq Lamptey, being nominated for the Premier League goal of the month, as well as an update on Antoine Semenyo. So it's a packed show coming your way right here on Sports Update Ghana. All you have to do right now is to subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. Let's hit the grounds running and start with the Black Queens, because after years of serving as Black Queens coach, Nora Huptel has finally departed the shores of Ghana. Nora Huptel arrived in Ghana in 2019, taking over the Black Queens job from coach Mercy Tegu Kwaku. Yes, we all know how Mercy Tegu did well with the Black Queens, but when Nora Huptel arrived, she took the Black Queens to a different level, helping them to qualify for the 2025 Women's AFCON to be hosted this year in Morocco. From there, she attempted to qualify the Black Queens for the Olympic Games. Unfortunately, they couldn't after they lost out to Zambia in that unfortunate instances. Coach Nora Huptel had the hopes of taking the Black Queens to this year's Women's AFCON, but unfortunately, the GFA did not do well in focusing on her to ensure that she extends her contract, and Zambia decided to offer Nora Huptel a good offer, and she has decided not to extend her contract with the Ghana Football Association, but rather enter a new contract with the Zambia Football Federation. So she is now the coach of the Zambian women's national team, and since her departure from Ghana, she is heading to Zambia to coach the Zambian national team. And Charlie, it will be very, very difficult to replace Nora Huptel, because look at how far we've come with her. When we hosted the women's AFCON, when we couldn't do well over there at that tournament, then Mercy Tegu took over from Bashir Hayford and all that, and look at how far we've come. Now we've had to lose Nora Huptel in such a manner. This is quite shameful, because the Ghana Football Association were focused on a coach who couldn't qualify us to the AFCON, instead of having a coach who qualified the women to the AFCON. How? Let's go on and do some more. And former Arsenal player, that is Andrew Clark, has called for Arsenal to get Mohamed Kudus as a good replacement for Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka got injured in Arsenal's 5-1 victory over Crystal Palace back in December 2024, and since then Bukayo Saka has not been in action for Arsenal, and Arsenal are gunning to win the Premier League. And if they are to prove that they are great competition when it comes to the Premier League, it means that they have to get a replacement for Bukayo Saka, who is currently on the sidelines. His immediate replacements would have been Raheem Sterling, but Sterling himself is also injured, and Arsenal would have to make sure they get a good replacement for Bukayo Saka. Andrew Clark, a former Arsenal player, believes that Mohamed Kudus is the best player to replace Bukayo Saka at Arsenal. Speaking in an interview with TalkSport, Clark is quoted to have said that Kudus is a player Arsenal have shown big long-term interest in. He is an ideal replacement for Bukayo Saka and can contribute up front as well. He is a brilliant dribbler and a wonderful ball carrier. Could Arsenal test West Ham's resolve with a bid this month? And that is what Clark is saying, asking that can Arsenal test West Ham's quest to sell Mohamed Kudus in this winter transfer period. It is up to Arsenal if they are really determined to get Mohamed Kudus in their team, because Mohamed Kudus, as at this point in time, is hot cake, and West Ham would want to sell him for 100 million. But if Arsenal can offer a better offer around this time, probably it could convince West Ham to let go of their star man Mohamed Kudus. Now let's go on and do some more, and to Leicester City. Ruud van Nistelrooy, the head coach of Leicester City, has expressed excitement following the return of Ghanaian striker that is Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew served a suspension after accumulating 5 yellow cards and missed Leicester City's game against Man City, where City beat the Foxes by 2-0. Following his return back into action, well, Ruud van Nistelrooy says he's excited to have Jordan Ayew back in the first team. In an interview ahead of their game this weekend, well, Ruud van Nistelrooy is quoted to have said, "We are delighted to have Jordan Ayew back after his suspension, which is a big boost for us." And that is what Coach Van Nistelrooy said about Ghana's player, that is Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew is in good form for Leicester City, and let's see, maybe this weekend he can score a goal for Leicester City. Now let's continue and do some more. And Ghanaian striker that is Antoine Semenyo has been counting his blessings at Bournemouth. Well, Antoine Semenyo joined Bournemouth some 3 seasons ago from Bristol City in the English Championship, and since joining them, Antoine Semenyo has been going up and up and up each season. In his first season at Bournemouth, the Ghanaian striker just scored 1 goal in 11 matches. Last season, in the 2023-2024 season, Antoine Semenyo was able to score about 8 goals in the entire season for his team, that is Bournemouth. But currently in the English Premier League, after playing 18 matches, the Ghanaian player has managed to score 8 goals in the 2024-2025 season. Speaking in an interview, Antoine Semenyo counted his blessings as being lucky to be in good form. This is what he is quoted to have said. Antoine Semenyo said, "I think the past year has gone very well. Over 2024, I have been able to develop a lot as a man in football and in my enjoyment of the game. In the early part of the last year, I was just hoping to be in the team and get minutes. I was able to contribute in ways I wasn't sure I could. And then over the summer, I look at the game and develop further." And that is what Antoine Semenyo said, counting his blessings as being able to score a couple of goals for Bournemouth this season. And now let's wrap it all up with Tariq Lamptey, because the Ghanaian right back has been nominated for the Goal of the Month award for December in the Premier League. Tariq Lamptey scored 2 goals in the month of December for his team, that is Brighton. His first goal was against Leicester City, and his second goal was in the game against Aston Villa, which ended 2-2, with him scoring the equalizer to snatch a point for his team, that is Brighton, in their 2-2 draw against Aston Villa. The Ghanaian right back scored a belter against Aston Villa, and all those 2 goals have been nominated for the December Goal of the Month in the Premier League. Tariq Lamptey is the only player to have all 2 goals nominated in the Goal of the Month, and he is set to come up against competition from Alexander Isak of Newcastle, and as well as Manchester United's Amad Diallo, and a player from Bournemouth, that is Yuna, as well as Cole Palmer of Chelsea, and also a Wolves player and Chris Wood of Nottingham Forest. So these are the players gunning to win the Goal of the Month award in the Premier League. Do you think Tariq Lamptey stands a chance of winning the Goal of the Month award in the Premier League for the month of December? Well, share your thoughts in the comment section. But until then, my name is Joseph Adamafiu. Thanks for doing the watching. I'll see you in the next one. Please subscribe.